Welcome to Tay Castle in Perthshire, Scotland. I recently had the good fortune to visit this amazing piece of architecture and studied some of the Feng Shui points in and around this building. You can see that in the form school of Feng Shui, which looks at the landscape, the protection aspect of the castle is very well commanded with a beautiful Tay forest, and the River Tay circles around the castle, leaving the Tay lock in front, which is very auspicious in Feng Shui. Water is synonymous with wealth. The entrance also has an amazing equilibrium with the two twin turrets, the two lights and the two pillars. So as you enter this equilibrium in the castle, you are astounded by what you see. Now, because you're forced to look up, this changes the chakra points in your throat and your heart area. So you feel this expansion and elevation as you look at this whole geometric design, and a sense of wonder because it's physically having an effect upon you. And it doesn't stop there. Then you go into this other room called the Chinese room, which has an array of sacred geometry, all laden out with real gold. And interwoven with it are the more local insignia and emblems from the local clans and tribes. And the sacred geometry, some of which comes from an Islamic or a Indian source, and some of it is Chinese. So you can see the animals that are not quite recognizable. The Chinese were famous for creating power out of celestial configurations of the landscape, like dragons and semi-ostrich birds, but they provided them with a meaning, whether it could be one of strength or wonder, but it always had a meaning to these animals and were often held in high esteem. And we can see the gold interlaced with the motifs of the element of wood, which are the three-leaved clovers or leaves, and the squares. All these designs are created so that you focus on the central part of yourself. So it creates like the circle creates like a centeredness and a focus. And we have the knights. It's reminiscent, some of it, of the Knights Templar. So there is an aspect there of exploration and conquering. And then we have the local animals here guarding the emblems of the clan, I understand known as the Campbells, who owned this property. And it's not just the animals, but we also have quite dated symbols of men with meaning and subliminal messages, and they're anchoring in our own mindsets and bringing a sense of power and a sense of wealth to these particular motifs. And embedded in some of the designs are even initials of people who once stayed there, or people who were very powerful. So the feng shui of this castle is working on all different levels, both the gold, the element of metal, and we have the geometry, which is subliminal designs over the people who occupy this space, or the perceivers. That is you. When you see this, it creates an energy within you. And you may want to ask, what is in your environment now that's creating an uplifting, energetic, wondrous and expansive feeling inside of you? And the colours as well are all significant. Blue is synonymous with wealth. Gold is very evident. So it creates and connects with the splendour within yourself. Even looking at a yin-yang symbol, creating a balance throughout the whole ceiling. So we see anchors going on in the environment, connecting with and registering with something inside, deep within us all, about a sense of balance and wealth. And it doesn't stop there, it goes into other rooms. This ceiling's got a precious stone colour in it, lapis lazuli, a very prized stone throughout the world. And then we've got the gold as well to kind of bring out that blue. And it's not just the gold and the stones that are of wealth, but one of the rooms is full of ancient books. So reading and the wealth in books was very, very important in subjects like philosophy. And remember I said that there are letters and emblems laced into the design of the ceilings. And this is Victoria and Albert, who stayed here for their honeymoon. So there is a significance there in terms of what was going on in that time of the year. Then we've got animals guarding preciously the emblems of the clans. These were messages of reputation and honour, even commands like follow me. These people are subliminally, maybe conscious and unconscious, saying we are the people to follow. It's a command, and it's all interlaced with symmetry and geometry. And in the east of this castle we have this amazing stained glass figures. The east in Feng Shui is associated with our ancestors and how important they are, because they lay the road ahead for our futures. So in the east, when the sun comes up in the morning, it floods these colours right through to the rooms. And it's not just figures, but we've also got the emblems and the insignia of the clans that owned or visited these buildings. And we can see that there is a command of honouring these families, once again surrounded by local animals to protect their history, protect their reputation and their wealth. And the 5 elements are also present: green for wood, yellow for earth, metal as in the armour. We've got touches of red for fire, and lower down we've got blue, water for wealth. So it creates an ambiance of balance throughout the whole room when we see these figures. And it's reminding us of creating a homage to these characters, possibly explorers who came back with all these ideas. And it's almost like mathematical precision that resonates within the perceiver, that's you. When you look at this amazing work, you can see it creates a harmony within yourself. And we have the local emblems also placed over them. So it's almost like meshing the local culture with the global culture, creating a whole ceiling, allowing you to open up the heart chakra within yourself and elevating and expanding and creating that sense of wonder, both locally and internationally at the time. And it doesn't stop there. We've got remnants of the Indian culture, the Arabic culture, being blended in once again with the local culture. And this is disseminated with colours and shapes and the designs, and it goes up and up and up. So it creates an invitation to you, the perceiver, that you want to look up and up. And this, once again, is changing the energy in your own body, which is why we do feel so amazed by such geometry and such configuration on the ceiling. Once again, we've got the commands, follow me. And all this work is asking us to look up and up and up to see this amazing creation. And this is the power of environments and how they interact with the energy centres within our body. And this castle is no different. So we're back where we started. We see the arches, which are repeated patterns, inviting us into this amazing space and share it and create that feeling within yourself. And there are opportunities for people to go and explore this amazing space and get to experience also how that affects your own inner geometry and inner space. Any questions, feel free to contact me, Kathy, at wealthyspaces@gmail.com.